If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Still Got Game, episode 395. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm James Yaunt Dog Yaunt.
I'm Chris Selden 007 Selden.
Woot, woot, woot. We're missing Tiff. She's over in Ireland this week. Really rough work trip in Ireland. Doesn't get worse than that, I guess. But so we're missing our female point of view this show. And we apologize for that because I know that we get a lot of comments on people appreciating that we have a mixed hosting staff. But we will do our best to be sensitive and woke in this episode. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well, we'll just jump right in the show proper. We'll hit the mailbag and get some feedback and questions about last week's show. Remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Elk Nuts comments. I feel it was irresponsible of you to cover the story that Nintendo is stepping away from the home console market. Furukawa said someday they might be open to it, but you covered it like it was set in stone. Does anybody feel like we covered it like it was set in stone?
First of all, time out. Elk Nut? Seriously? Okay, I know my gamer tag's not the best in the world, but Elk Nut? I mean, come on, man. Okay, but I think we were just stating that we feel like it was coming. It's coming anyways. They're going to be
talking about this forever. Like I think the way we were saying it was more like we have been saying this forever, and this is what we really want.
Yeah, I don't feel like we were like, and next week Nintendo is shutting down manufacturing. Like that was not what we said at all. I don't think, but
I think that's what I said.
Elk Nut, we apologize. It's the way it came off, but yeah, we're just hoping for it. To be honest with you, that's just the biggest thing.
Right.
I don't think we ran with it like it was like breaking news. Like we were like, news outlets are covering this thing that their new president said that someday they might be, they wouldn't be adverse to stopping making consoles. Like we didn't. Fuck you, okay, Elk Nuts? Like we didn't say that. Like I get.
We apologize for Derek's Tourette's.
Yes.
There goes that promise to Tiff right already.
We did not say that. I'm sorry. We covered it like any other story. We did not say it was breaking news. And if you feel that way, then I apologize. But at the same time, like I don't actually care that you feel that way.
Oh, Mr. Sensitive coming right out of the box.
This is why we need Tiff, okay? She helps reel this in. All right.
In our defense, though, Nintendo should get out of the console business and start licensing now.
Oh my God! Throw some fuel on the fire there, Selden.
All right. All
right, next one.
Garbage.
Next one.
Go on.
All right. Sinclair75 comments. I recently was turned on to your show, and now I can't get enough of it. Thanks for doing this. Oh, you're very welcome.
I want to know. Like we've had a couple of comments like this over the years. What I want to know is like who's like how are they finding out about this? Like I'm curious. Like where are you trickling in from? Word of mouth, social media. I
like
would really
395 episodes later when people are just discovering us. Yeah.
Yeah.
My other question would be to anybody, especially Sinclair, like. Is there something specifically topics that you'd like for us to cover, or anything else you want us to like talk about too? You can send us comments here too as well. Don't just comment like, "Hey, I can't get enough of it." Tell us like, "Hey, would you like to cover this?" What I heard about this. You guys are total dorks. Maybe you should not do that anymore. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever you want. So give us suggestions and we'll talk to it. But if you're loving it, then we appreciate it because that's a lot more than Elk Nuts felt. So
we apologize.
Hey, I like Elk Nuts. I think he should come back for more.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Selden likes nuts.
Just Elk Nuts.
Turbo Turtle comments. I think my favorite thing about your show and what makes it my favorite podcast is that you all seem to have a genuinely good time making it. It shows through in the final product.
I'll just say thank you. We're just hanging out, having fun, talking about gaming, the thing that we love the most. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I enjoy hanging out, and like it's literally talking with your friends on video and then just putting it out on the internet. So there's a lot worse things you could spend your time doing. So I definitely like where you say you think we have a genuinely good time. At least I have a genuinely good time. I don't know. Hey, back in the old days when Hit was switching cameras and stuff, maybe he wasn't having as good a time, but I feel like now it seems to be having a much better time.
Yeah.
Just sit and enjoy and talk.
Yeah, I actually hate these guys. I just came for the money.
Yeah. But yeah, we enjoy doing it, and we're glad you enjoy it.
If you think we're having fun now, you should come and you should watch our live streams.
What live streams? No, sorry. That's my bad. All right. All right. And
We'll talk about that.
Moving on to Altius's Corner. Okay, make me one. All right. Altius asks, what are your thoughts on the Bungie Activision split? Did any of you see it coming, or do you have any insight on what really happened?
I saw this coming.
Yeah, that was coming.
That wasn't coming for the last 6 months, like leading up to Forsaken. Like if Forsaken didn't deliver, I think that I'm not surprised. And then when the news came out that they were disappointed, and oh man, it's just been a disaster for these guys. Destiny 2 has not been very successful.
No, certainly not.
It has so many problems.
To get someone that played Destiny every day to quit playing Destiny it took a lot.
They still have a good community playing Destiny that really love the game, and I can see there's still a lot of good poise to it. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this by any means. I mean,
they just came out with some new. They collected some data where the majority of their hardcore players had left and not come back. I forgot what the number was, like 80% or something. They didn't like that number and they pulled out. I don't blame them.
I think this is kind of double-edged though. Like I actually think, well, one, however Bungie, after the whole Microsoft thing, they obviously worded their agreement with these guys. So if they did have a breakup, that they got to take their ball and go home. So that was pretty smart of them with that part. And I feel like
they learned from Microsoft and Halo.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of the problems that people had with Destiny were probably things driven by Activision. It was all the like this game has to keep generating money and money. Look at games like Sea of Thieves. Look at games like they just keep adding shit to that game and no one is making money from it. Like it's literally on fucking Game Pass. Like most people haven't even bought the game. They just got it as part of Game Pass and they keep putting out new content. Whereas, having Activision hold the reins over Bungie, it was literally like, how can we sell more shit? What can we sell you and how much will you pay for it? And can we charge you for it? So I think from that angle, this might be the thing that saves Destiny moving forward. I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, let's talk about what do we think are the consequences from this happening?
Now they have no cash flow. I mean, they don't have deep pockets anymore. I mean, that's the big thing. Not to say Bungie probably doesn't have some money in reserve or whatever, but when you got Activision with those deep pockets, but the good news is that means from now on, Destiny 3 or whatever they're going to next, Bungie, if they stay on their own and they do their own thing, that means we don't have to worry about exclusivity. You can play it on PC. You can play it on Xbox. You can play it on PlayStation, which is a great thing for everyone. That's one thing I wish would go away. Like, I know they're willing to pay for the exclusivity, but Microsoft's not anymore, obviously. They get let it go for everything. They're just kind of just buying studios instead. But, to each his own. But I don't know. I think it's a two-edged sword for them right now. And it's a telltale sign. We'll see in the next expansion how well they do.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see the changes in Destiny 2. I think that if there's something that's going to happen and a a sea change that everything changes with Bungie. It's going to be in the next Destiny when they can come out of the gate fresh. They haven't had to water things down and break things up and do everything that Activision asked. And you know what? There was a point where I said I was out of Destiny forever, but if Destiny 3 comes out and it's Bungie driven and Bungie self-publishes, like that's a game changer. And it's not like it hasn't been done. Look, Epic Games fucking self-published Fortnite. They rock that shit as self-publishers. So who knows? Now they have their own game store. They have everything else going for them. So it's not out of the question, but it's nice to have Activision's hands out of it because they definitely we learned it way back when with Destiny 1 where they had the original storyline and Activision made them change that. And then with Destiny 2, they were like, oh, everything you did is just thrown away and start over. And so I feel like this can only be a good thing, but maybe it's just me. I don't know.
What I was saying about the consequences are, because I think there's going to be some bad consequences, not just good. Like, yeah, you touched on like some of the good ones, but like some of the bad things are like things are going to get delayed now. Like, I don't think they're going to come out with any more content. I don't think you should buy any microtransactions in that game right now because they will pull back from that game. They have nothing else pushing them to release any more content for that. They'll just do their past stuff and then that's it. Like we're not gonna.
They have 2 more expansions they've already.
That's what I mean. Like the fulfillment from the seasons pass, but beyond the seasons pass, like. Yeah, I don't think you should be investing in that game, so I think that's a negative. Destiny 3 will get pushed back for sure because they don't have anything telling them to follow a 10-year plan. That stupid 10-year plan was the dumbest thing they ever came up with.
Yes, yeah.
And that was an Activision thing, so whatever. Exclusivity, I could see, like, I hope someone like Microsoft maybe is like, hey, we used to work together, like, we'll publish for you, but like, you know, we won't tell you what to do. Like you just tell us when you're ready, and then we'll start doing stuff for you.
So
like
you say Microsoft's texting, you still up?
Yeah, like I actually thought I heard that Phil Spencer said something about that.
Phil Spencer did say he congratulated
him.
Yeah, so like that's not out of the possibilities either. Where does the game go right now? Like on PC, like right now it's on BattleNet. Like, are we gonna have to like uninstall and reinstall it off of Epic or Microsoft, or you know what I mean? Like,
it's going to stay there. I guarantee it's going to stay there for the time being. It's they're not going to take it down.
I think this is moving forward, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Like you're saying, don't spend money on microtransactions.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if the microtransactions get ripped out of the game, like as a show of good faith from Bungie, because they don't need or want that money. The money that Activision was pumping in was not development money. That was marketing money. That's why you saw Destiny commercials during Super Bowls and all this other shit. Like, that's something that a Bungie can't afford, that an Activision can. But obviously, the market has spoken. Activision stock dropped like the day of this announcement because besides World of Warcraft, what's their bellwether beauties? They got StarCraft, they got World of Warcraft, they got what do you call it? What's the clicker that I've played shitloads of on 360 and PC and Xbox One? Why can't I think of the fucking name of it?
Typing over my face hit.
You smashing and getting loot. You got why can't I fucking think of the name of it? They have like the Ultimate Edition now, and what's fucking Activision's Blizzard's other game? Well,
the card game.
No, we got the card game too, which obviously that's their big money maker. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think this is bad news for Activision. I think it's good news for Bungie, and if they play this right, I think we're going to see some good shit coming out of this. So.
Yeah, I want to see how Bungie does with their own timelines. I hope they don't sign right back up with another publisher to give them timelines and deadlines and all that other crap that's going to push them through. I really want to see their development, really take its time and come up with something that's, epic again, like Halo originally.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like to see him throw a Kickstarter up for their next game. I'll throw some money at him.
Yeah, the whole thing is it's brand new and it's uncharted ground, and all the best for Bungie going through this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, if any of you have awesome feedback like Elknut, Sinclair75, Turbo Turtle, or Altius, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over in what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
So mainly, just like, the little stuff, Pokemon Go. By the way, I didn't do that event. I did a EX raid, my first EX raid where I didn't catch the thing. I was a little bit pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah, a little upset about that. I got another invite though, so I'm good. And then mainly Sea of Thieves. I've been playing that heavy. All my friends are playing. We actually did a Sea of Thieves stream on Friday night. I don't know if any of our fans caught us, but me, Selden, and Yaunt sailed the seas, and
I slept. I slept through it. My bad.
I wasn't gonna mention it, but yeah.
I'll own it.
We sank because of you,
We
Derek.
sank because
All
of you.
your fault.
Hashtag we sank because of you. Hopefully we can turn that into like maybe weekly, bi-weekly, monthly thing. So keep an eye out for that. And then I've actually been bitten by the Call of Duty bug. Mainly blackout mode, which we're streaming in the background.
Are you playing
love
on
it.
console, or are you playing on PC? Probably
PC. Yeah. So
PC Master Race. I'm Hitman PC Master Race.
been dabbling a little bit in the Call of Duties, but yeah, that's what were you guys?
So you're playing Ultimate Sweaties on PC, because I feel like most the PC guys left are like the sweatiest left.
It plays well, surprisingly.
Yes.
It doesn't play like a sluggish PUBG, which is I noticed. Like you really notice how sluggish PUBG is in comparison. So I'm liking it so far.
Nice.
What about you guys?
Yaunt?
Just randomly playing Pogo like usual. Definitely playing COD. Played some Sea of Thieves. It was fun. That was a blast. Some Mario Party with the fam. Enjoying that. Like, had some downtime.
Mm-hmm.
With
Nice.
yeah, I definitely need to let the crewmates know when I leave the ship.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be our biggest battle. Was I would just like
That's That's what Yaunt has done since day one of Sea of Thieves. You hear a cannon, and Yaunt is no longer with you. And
I'm either gathering supplies, or I got ADD, or I saw something. Yeah,
he sells it as he's getting something, but really it's just he doesn't want to ride on the boat, which is the game, which is sailing. Yes, yeah.
Opposed to me, that when we were playing in the live stream, would fall off of the boat rather than shoot himself off the boat on accident.
Nice. Just walk off the edge.
Yeah, you fell in the water a lot. I remember that.
Oh, nice. All right, Selden, what have you been playing this week?
Finished up the main campaign of Red Dead. Epic story. Loved it. Really do. Now I'm into the epilogue, so I got a little bit more of the transition between Red Dead 2 back to Red Dead 1, so I'm getting more of that backstory, which is nice.
All right, I'm sure.
Played a little bit Pogo, and I played a little Sea of Thieves, plus a smattering of other Game Pass Xbox games. So
nice. Well, I did not play any Red Dead. All of my Red Dead hours were the very first day Red Dead came out, and that was it.
You're missing
obviously,
out. It's a great story.
That game is a piece of shit. It is a dog. And I played some Pokemon Let's Go Eevee on the Switch. I played another night of Forza Horizon 4, did my racing, had some good times racing, and lots of Pokemon Go. I obviously did the big event this past weekend. I'm going to do the big event next weekend.
What happened to you, Derek? What happened to you?
I know. Like, I'm just waiting for the right games to show up.
You and every other gamer out there right now.
I know.
all the streamers are just like, I'm a variety streamer now. I just stream whatever. Well, yeah, because you're bored out of your mind, probably.
Yeah.
'Cause there's something that everybody wants to latch onto. Everybody's like, I'll go back and play some Overwatch, or yeah.
I'd play Call of Duty with you guys, but you guys are playing the shit mode and not pure.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm a purist. No, I can't play
the normal mode. You just don't play at all.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's like Blackout, like battle royale modes are so played out at this point. I know you two aren't going to agree because you guys can't get enough of that hog, but they are so played out. I prefer that than the
4v4 crap anymore.
4v4 is pure. That's the purest game type. It's Slayer. You want to call it Slayer. You want to call it Team Deathmatch. Whatever it is, that's your pure game mode. It's get a team of guys and go in and kick ass, and not this bullshit.
You're gonna change. You're gonna change your mind. I guarantee you're gonna change your mind when Halo comes out. The new Halo comes out, and they got a BR mode, and they have a 4v4 mode. You're gonna be all over both of it.
4v4 is so old. So old, man.
I can't get enough of it. It is.
Yeah, but it's old,
pure.
and no one's playing it anymore.
No, that's because everybody thinks that people want to watch them play something stupid, and that's not the case. But
I don't know. I'd like to hear what chat has to say.
Yeah, what do we think?
I'd like to hear some more comments next week talking about what do you think is better. Do you think BRs are better? It's the new school way to play the game. Or do you still like the old 4v4? I like both, to be honest with you. I'll play either or, Yeah. But I do like the BR. It's a good pace. It's like playing Halo 2 back in the day when you're on Blood Gulch.
No, it's not like that at all.
Oh yeah,
it's not.
8 versus 8. I love that. Yes.
No, you knew where weapons spawned. You knew like the randomness is out of the game. This stupid go find shit. Fuck that. I want to know right where shit is. I want to go get it. I want to be the first guy. I want to be the guy that starts my timer on the fucking rocks. I know when rocks are spawned. Rocks are up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm there to fucking pick up the spawn, motherfucker.
You are too old to play.
Blue Steel says he likes the mix. Got somebody in chat that says they like the mix already. So
old.
Derek likes the joystick with one
You're
button.
literally going to Blue Steel as your person that says someone in chat says they like the mix. Blue is like he's like you could have all of our
Blue's
ages
like
and we're
me.
not as old
Blue's
as
like
Blue.
me. Blue's like me. He's got the purest side to him, but he also he'll play just about anything because he enjoys gaming, He's down on some things, but he's down on, it's like he's like me. He likes to play stuff. He likes the old school, he likes the new school. He likes to, mix it up. So
I guess
to evolve.
Oh. All right, and on that, normally we move to the new releases at this point, but there's none this week because they all suck. Well, unless you're hit, because you're probably getting your next episode of Walking Dead. That came out this week. The final season.
Why didn't you include that?
Because it's not really a new game. It's just another episode in the new Walking Dead.
I mean, technically, the game barely came out before it got canceled.
And technically, this is the first one from the new studio, whoever they are.
Is this it, or is it like
no?
One shot,
it's this one and one more.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't been keeping up with the news on that.
But you bought this, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, episode 1. Yeah.
Yeah, the season. Well,
not
episode
the season pass,
3.
just the episode.
Oh, okay. You're buying piecemeal. Okay, yeah. So normally, this is if you had bought the whole thing, you would be getting the third one now, and then the fourth one. Who knows when? But this is the first one from that other studio. So, but other than that, no real new releases. So, I guess on that, we'll jump into the gaming news. I'm going to jump out with one that no one likes. So fuck off. Fallout 76 players found a secret developer room. So this is some room in the already shitty Fallout 76 where people are able to go in and basically pick up any fucking thing in the game. And my question is, why is this room in the game? The final game. Why is it in the
release? Why are we even talking about this?
I want my money back for paying for that game. I want my money back.
I can't believe you bought this game, Jan.
I got it to go play with friends, and I played for like a couple weeks and playing with it. It was fun for a second, but then all the bugs and issues.
But we talked about this before it came out. Even they came out and said they had to put out a press release that was like, all right, when the game comes out, it's going to be bad, but we're going to fix it later. Like, no game has ever had to do that. And you were still like, take my money. Like,
It was because I got duped by friends. I like playing with friends. It's their
so
fault, not mine.
what friends were dumb enough to jump into this? Because
They were all Fallout friends. They always liked to play Fallout. They thought it would be a good Fallout game, but they were wrong.
So
They
are
were
they
wrong.
still playing it?
No. I don't think is anybody still playing it? I mean, seriously.
well, obviously, whoever found this fucking
The three
developer-
guys that found the room.
Yeah. Oh,
Then
and
they banned
they're banning people for going into this room too. And they've so anyone that has stuff that they got from this room, there's stuff like basically it's a game breaker because it's a online multiplayer game. So anything that the people are getting from here is breaking this giant open world thing now, which is
It was already broken. Like, just
Ugh.
let it die. Shut down the servers. Just call it. Give the
Issue
money
an
back to
apology and be done.
everybody. Like, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
This game is the worst. The worst.
Like
I had so many good possibilities too, but like,
as soon as they put out
blew
that
it.
release,
Yeah.
you should have known. Like, I don't understand, Jan. You still pulled the trigger. You gave them your money when they were like, it's gonna suck, and you're like, maybe it won't suck.
well, to be honest, I've never played a Fallout game before, so it was my first
Oh.
Fallout game, so it was kind of fun for a little bit. But again, it was because I like playing with friends, and they asked me to
out.
come play, so I was like, why not? So
But
I did. It was
Fallout's not
fun.
the kind of game you're supposed to play with friends. You're supposed to play Fallout by yourself. You're supposed to be the last one. And that's how they broke this first. People, like, even when they announced it at E3, people were like, that's not Fallout. Like,
Yeah. See, I didn't know any
On,
better.
on
I'm
Metacritic,
sorry,
it's got
chat,
a 9%
no,
positive
people
review.
listening. Yeah, it's,
9%? Nice. I'm surprised it's that high.
A total score of 52.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh.
moving on. Next story,
Oh,
please.
All right.
Such
Anyone want to pick a story? I know one that Yant and Hit would like to pick. It's that third one down.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Third one down's the Red Dead Online. I don't care about that one.
you guys just fucking
No, I like
Battle
Royale.
Royale.
like it was
I
going
haven't
out of
had a chance to
style.
go back to it. Yeah, no,
all right,
it's-
all right. Red Dead Online gets a 32-player battle royale mode. Yay!
That's what I expected from
Like
you guys.
whatever. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try it. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's a mode, right? Like they jam packed it into the game, not like built around the mode. You know what I mean?
Like,
So
that's
I
what
don't know.
These guys are doing now. They're just
I'm-
jamming. Into
I'm
their
calling it now. I'm calling it now. The mechanics, the shooting mechanics in that game are just dumb. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Absolutely.
so it's going to be hard to have a battle royale mode with that game. It'll be interesting to see what comes about it, but I think just they should have stuck with what they got and just left it alone. The fact that they're like, we'll just jump on the bandwagon. No. That was a dumb idea.
Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
I
That's what
know.
you guys are
Yeah.
calling for. You keep saying everybody should add one. Now,
No,
now you,
I didn't say everybody should add one. I just said I like the ones that are out there. Like, not everybody should add one. Halo, if they happen to add one, I think it would be interesting
You're
to
saying
see,
that
but I don't
they
think they should add
one.
I think they have their own niche that they have. So they technically already did add one in the last game, but just nobody really played it. So
I tell you the truth, I haven't played much of the Red Dead Online, but I'm glad to see that if they're introducing this, they're restricting it to 32 players. I don't know if their servers can handle 100 players, but 32 seems like, yeah, we know it's not going to be a full-blown BR, but we're going to give you some kind of mode that's similar to it. So
are any of you guys playing Red Dead Online?
once I finish all the single player, I'm going to jump over there and try it out for a while, but we'll see.
I haven't been online in a little while. I've just been with Sea of Thieves and Call of Duty.
Okay, so no one here's even played Red Dead Online then.
Yeah.
yes,
I just played long enough to,
Yeah.
get my gold for the beta period, and then I bounce back to single player for now.
I'm like level 16 right now. Like, I don't know.
Uh-uh.
33 hours played.
I guess we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, I really didn't want to spoil the single player because once you jump right into online multiplayer, the map's wide open and you get to see everything. So I wanted to save that for the single player to get through the missions first.
Yeah, you better save that. You'd hate for that to be ruined. Like at a snail's pace. Yeah. Like I know you get at least like 9 months of gameplay to get from one town to the next. So whatever. Yeah. I can definitely save it.
Fast travels there, man.
All right. I'm gonna jump to a fucked up story.
Do it.
So everybody knows Randy Pitchford, Gearbox's CEO, and some fucked up shit happened this week where he was on, because he kind of dabbles on the side in Magic, like not Magic the Gathering, but actual Magic. And he was on a Magic podcast where then he candidly told a story of they were talking about porn, and he was saying like he was into squirting porn, and that was like a magic trick in and of itself. And he ended up leading into a story where he had a USB stick with his favorite cam girl and squirting porn, as well as like Gearbox like internal shit that should not be taken out of the company. And he left this USB stick at a medieval times, like the restaurant where there's like a jousting and all this other shit going on. And he's telling this story matter of factly, like it's not the most Me Too thing that's ever been said online. And somehow this USB stick gets found at medieval times. It goes back to Gearbox, and someone else looks at this USB stick, sees what's on it, and then's like, oh, it's Randy Pitchford's. So like, every part of this story seems like it shouldn't be a real thing, or sense should have stopped any part of this from happening. Like, why does he need this on a USB stick? Why did he need to take it with company secrets to medieval times? Why did he not take control of it while he was at medieval times and leave it there? Like, the whole thing is fucked up. Like, this is an insane story, and it's gonna have, like, especially with the other stuff that came out with Randy Pitchford this week, where like he had some weird $12 million bonus that was paid to him under the table, and some attorney from Gearbox that got fired for something else ratted this story out. But he's got some problems. Like I've met Randy Pitchford many times, and he always seemed like he seemed excited. Like when he brought back Duke, and granted Duke sucked, but when I talked about that, he was a really nice guy, and he was really bought into Duke, but he's got some fucked up problems. That's not normal. And it's not normal to talk about it on a podcast. And
yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Ageless.
Yeah, but what guy doesn't look at porn though? Like, we don't know. You make it sound like that's his main USB stick. Like, what if it was just like, like a personal USB stick that he had some files on, and I don't know.
And then he had Gearbox sensitive data on there as well.
I mean,
you don't mix the two. You don't put the two together. You know, you don't put it on the same stick. You have several sticks.
I have USBs. I have a USB stick with like tons of different types of files. Like,
it's about to...
not necessarily porn, but like I have like personal files. I have some work files. Like I don't know, like
but
out of the ordinary to have that.
But you ever let it out of your control at a restaurant?
Like I have a small like USB stick, right? Like on my key.
Yeah.
Like a keychain USB, and like I have some stuff on there, like some old projects, some like receipts, personal receipts, like PDFs. Like if I were to leave my keys somewhere, like yeah, technically that would fall into that category. But I don't know. I don't think that's that out of the ordinary.
Would you go on some other podcast?
And like I said at the beginning,
of a company,
I said at the beginning, that's a little bit weird to like admit to, because is he gonna get in trouble from this? Like,
that's what my question is. He should get in trouble for this.
There's going to be repercussions for this.
And
the funny thing is, like, when you listen to the clips of the podcast, there's kind of two hosts, and one is talking, and as Randy Pitchford's telling the story, one of them starts to talk over him, and the other one is almost like, whoa, don't talk over him. Let this go. Like, we've got fucking gold here. This is insane.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't hear about what happened to Elon Musk. Like,
this is batshit crazy.
Is
I like
a
Randy
publicly traded
Pitchford,
company? I mean, or is it still just private?
I don't know.
I mean, because that's the difference. Elon Musk is, he's Tesla's publicly traded.
He was affecting the stock. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this guy, I mean, if Gearbox is still privately owned, who the hell cares? In his opinion,
I really like this guy though. only because he's a pirate legend.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide, pirate legend.
Oh my god! I mean, that's Hitman's thoughts on this. That does not
just
reflect
signed
Stoga
off on
game as a
that.
whole. Yep.
Us pirate legends gotta stick together.
He lives the pirate life outside the game.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the most fucked up things. Like back in the days when we had the what the fuck story, this would have been the what the like.
Yeah,
I would have read this story and people are like, "You're making it up." Like none. Like the medieval times is part of this story. Like the whole thing is insane. Like I just don't know. It's crazy and it's not good and it definitely does not reflect on the current barometer of how people act in today's society now and the new wokeness that people have and the Me Too movement and everything else. So even just going on a podcast and saying you like squirt porn is that alone is bad. And then
but like all porn is bad. Like all porn is like different types of this, kinkiness and shit. Like what is really accepted? It. Like,
okay, I know, but you can't.
All categories of porn are considered taboo.
But
like
you don't talk about it. That's the thing.
I know, but still, like,
coming from a man that says he's going to shave certain wax certain parts of his body.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't talk about that stuff, Jan. No.
No. See, you got to make sure you're clean, Jan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Right,
I don't know.
Next story.
I want to hear more about Hitman's porn collection on his stick.
Oh no porn. Just
you got files. Files. Wink, files.
I'm a graphic designer. I have projects and PDFs. I got buy stuff online. I get a PDF receipt. I don't know. Keep it on a USB. Anyway.
I'm a graphic designer too, but I don't keep stuff on a USB like that. Anything.
All right.
Cloud storage. Why do you even need it?
I mean, yeah, cloud storage.
Anyways, moving on.
When do you guys jump on a story since that was too fun for me?
I got it. All right. Rocket League adds cross-platform play. This is being reported by Polygon. We talked about this a few months ago on how Fortnite added crossplay across all their platforms, and we said what we think would be next.
I feel like we said that Rocket League was.
I'm pretty sure we said Rocket League would be next, and looks like this is what happened. And what do you think? I personally think this is awesome.
Sorry? Most of them have already been on that bandwagon. It's just PlayStation finally got on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that's the
Fortnite
the big part of the chink in the wall, the hole in the dam, and that's just going to start flooding through now. Yeah. I want to see more games go totally cross-platform.
Now Rocket League asked first, way before anybody else, like, hey, you should do this. Like, we want you to do this. We're going to pay you to do this. And
Rocket League actually said at the time, all we have to do is flip one switch and it's ready.
They actually had the switch on by accident, remember?
Yeah, they did. They
like
toggled it by mistake for like a day. Yeah.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Rocket League didn't have the power at the time. Fortnite had the power at the time to push it, and now that's what I'm saying. It's the hole's open. You're going to start to see more titles push through this now because PlayStation finally opened up their doors a little bit.
It was Fortnite. Like it needed a game like Fortnite to make it popular, and then all the games are going to follow suit.
Yeah. You just need
beginning
the behemoth.
Yeah.
Well, especially where their console sales numbers are finally going down, and
so I got a question for you. What do you think this looks like for the future for all of us as gamers? I mean, you really think it's going to be a widely thing from now on? Do you really think it's going to be that way, or do you think Sony's going to hold back? Or
I think if anyone tries to push back, it's going to be Sony. But I think moving forward, like Microsoft has already said, hey, we love cross-platform play, and it's because they own two platforms. But still, and Nintendo loves cross-platform play because it puts them in the league with the big boys. So it's really only Sony at this point that's the troublemaker. And now that they're not, they still have sold the most consoles, but they're not the number one console seller at this point. They're just not. They've reached a saturation point where their numbers are trickling up versus everybody else that's still selling consoles. And
they're at 100 million consoles units sold. Like PlayStation 2 was at 150, so they're almost 2/3 of the way to the PS2 numbers, and I don't think they'll ever beat the PS2 numbers, but
No.
like that's a lot of people that have PlayStations, and I don't
Yeah.
see. Yeah, you're right. I don't see more people buying more. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other consoles are going to sell more with each
Right.
cycle.
right?
So
I don't know. I
Uh,
think the whole console thing is going to be gone here in about 5 to 10 years, anyways. I think it's all merging, so it doesn't really matter about cross-platform play. I think it's
Mhm.
all merging into one. You know, they might have their own PC console version or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely it's good news moving forward, I think, if anything else.
All of us, yeah.
And our first party titles are still always going to be first party on the platform of choice. Microsoft there still has the advantage because they have the two. So like even right now with Game Pass, we get all these games on both. Like it's win-win. But
You know what title I can see like being one that could force Sony's hand in the future is Destiny 3. Because when they eventually do launch that, they won't. I don't think they'll have that exclusivity anymore. And
yeah, I don't
they
know if
will
Sony would pay
definitely-
for it without Activision
Right,
behind it.
right.
Exactly. Yes.
So
Because
then
you
I-
need those marketing dollars to make it worth your investment. Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty
right.
sure the Destiny guys at some point were like, we could make this cross-platform, but because we have the deal with Sony, we can't, and we're
They
not going
they did
to.
say that
Right.
years ago. Yep.
So I could see them coming out and being like, all right, we're crossplay now, and it's Sony. If you don't want in, then they'll leave you behind or make you a separate ecosystem. But
Yep.
everywhere else is going to be one platform, or at least cross login. That's all I want, really. Be able to log
Have all
in
your shit
anywhere.
carry and play on
Yeah.
PC, play wherever. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really all anybody wants.
Yeah.
Like the worst part about playing on PC was like, oh, I got to start over. Like
Right.
nobody wanted to do that. You did it, but you're a glutton for punishment. But nobody else
yeah.
wanted to. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's good news personally, but
All right, one more story.
sure. Do you have one that jumps out at you, or you?
I don't know. You guys?
All right, everybody's quiet, so I'm gonna
You know what I
jump.
would say? I mean,
Oh.
I guess what I would say is like the Pogo event. I don't, so Pokemon Go is holding a new type of event this coming weekend. So it's cool that I love it that the fact that the game's adding these new events and these community days. I feel like that's what's helped keeping the game active.
Oh, it keeps us all coming back, except for Hit. Hit never
I missed
plays.
this. I missed this
Yeah.
last weekend because I was laying a floor, but in my house. But yeah, like, yeah. But yeah, no, I think I really like these events. I really think it's made something to, and this one's kind of cool because it's not just an event where you go out there and you do, just catch a bunch of Pokemon. You actually have to do some research to get to that,
Yep.
which is kind of
Yep.
what they've been doing with some of the other stuff, but they're kind of mixing the research task with the community. So I think they're really putting some. I think they have, but I think they only have a couple more years of longevity on this game because it's getting
know,
kind of
there's-
stale.
There's
Unless they
still
keep
a
coming up
million-
with new events and stuff and
Yeah.
new things like that. I know there's still tons of more Pokemon to catch, but unless they change the rural area for people, the big cities are just they might play there, but they get Pokemon too quickly. So what makes them
Yeah,
want to come back?
I don't know. I think it's cool
Niantic-
that we have 2 weekends in a row of big events. So we
They're
have
just trying
this
to start
past
off the new
weekend, next
year,
weekend.
right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Niantic's always been really good about community events and really getting the community involved in different things. Going back to Ingress and everything else, I mean, they've always drawn these huge crowds of people for these events. And I think Pokemon, they haven't even hit a huge event. I mean, every time they've tried, they've blown up their servers, like the Chicago incident and stuff like that. But they've always been really good with the community and keeping things fresh for them. So.
No, I think it's good stuff. I caught a shitload of fucking gators this weekend. Had a good time with it. Tiff left one of her phones here while she's in Ireland, and between the 3 phones, I think we got like 22 shinies and all this other stuff. So it was a good weekend.
Yeah, I was too busy in the woods.
You have a different problem, Selden. That you take yourself out of the public light on weekends, which is that's your own doing, my friend. Yes, You eat your bagged beef stew and have a good time with it.
Wasn't it bag lasagna or something? I don't know.
No, that. Yeah. Anyways, the hike was 13 miles. I had it was a turkey dinner. That one. So
I don't know if I call that turkey or a dinner, but it was
food in the bag. Yay!
Slung up my hammock. I cooked it right there on the trail. It was delicious.
Okay, these are the things that military guys complain about. You're basically eating rations, and you're like, yum, yes, yeah.
Not plugging Mountain House, but Mountain House makes some delicious food.
I don't know. Now that you've completed your challenge, maybe it's time to just hang it up and have a good time on weekends.
I'm going for my third challenge. I'm in the third year of the 52 hike challenge, so I'm good.
You got to figure out a way to break free.
No, man, it's fun. It's good to be out.
To each his own. To each his own.
That's everyone looking at Selden like he's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's quite insane, but it's awesome.
All right. So I guess we'll wrap up our news stories there, and we'll. If any of you have stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. We'll also eventually start plugging our Discord in here where you can submit news stories directly to our news stories channel of our Still Got Game Discord, and that's another way to get them to us instantly. But yeah, we'd love to talk about your news stories as well. And sponsors. Remember, if we had a sponsor right now, which could be you, if you're out there, you have a product you want to sell, even if you're just like a small indie dev, like we've had indie developers before. We had, I can't even think of what their name was. They did the app where you could tell when games were coming out, and we've had small sponsors, we had big sponsors, and we've hooked them all up. So if you want to sponsor us, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're going to sell. We'll tell you you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom, done. And we will negotiate with you. If you're a small dev, we'll take $20, $40. It's not the money. It's about creating a relationship with our fans. So if you have something to sell, let us know, and we will help you out.
We even sell the food that Selden needs on his camping trip.
Yeah. You get those guys in sell. That's a tough sell to normies that don't eat bagged, frozen, freeze-dried food. Yes.
Yeah. I think gamers are the perfect market for bagged food like that. They don't have to get off their couch. They can cook it right there beside them.
Oh my gosh. Selden is
MREs, baby.
Pizza rolls.
Selden's Eskimo ice cream. Yes.
Nice.
All right. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play related at twitter.com/tool to play. Everything podcast related is at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, King of the Internet, got everything that's fucking holy at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
And I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
And I'm twitter.com/James A. Yount.
And I am twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/tool to play. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan. Skip it.
What?
Nope. No, you go ahead.
You can follow me at Mixer on my Mixer channel, mixer.com/i6hitman.
And you can follow me on Mixer at mixer.com/YauntDog7.
I'm liking this Mixer thing. I'll jump on there too. I'm mixer.com/Selden007.
I'm also at mixer.com/Derek Nolan. We can add a Mixer section, guys, where you don't have to drop it into the Facebook section. We also have a YouTube channel. That is where Tool to Play posts all of our archive video content. That's youtube.com/Tool to Play. So go there and subscribe. And whenever episodes of this show or any of our past game streams go, they will end up on youtube.com/Tool to Play. Please rate and review the podcast in iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews. So please go search up Still Got Game, click the little 5 stars button, and if you have an extra 5 seconds, write up something nice about us. It would really mean a lot to us, and it helps the show. So please do that. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/Tool to Play. That's where we broadcast live every Monday night, and all of our live game stuff will go there. A lot of times we're streaming some Forza, but you know, we're going to start getting some more Sea of Thieves in there. We're going to get the group together, stream on there, do some co-streaming. So mixer.com/Tool to Play. Please go there, follow us, and hopefully soon we'll be partnered with Mixer, and then it will be a different ball game altogether. So before we wrap up, I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tool to play. And on that, why don't we wrap this episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger Hitman Roken.
James Yacht Dog Yacht.
Chris Selden 007 Selden.
Too much testosterone. We need Tiff back, guys.
Yeah, we do. Just to balance you out.
Oh my God. No, we need to balance out Randy Pitchford, okay?
Nothing's balancing that guy out. I think he's already got his own weird balance.
Oh, shit.
Man,
All right, and,
what is going on with my face? Holy cow.
Oh, something. Wow, he looks so fucked up.
You just seen him earlier. He was all red.
Yeah, it's all pink and stuff.
Alexa, stop. That's our HQ reminder, gang. And tonight's HQ is movie trivia. Yacht, you might actually have a chance tonight.
I just
Brought
listen
to
to
you
you
by
guys and what you guys say. I don't really care.
Hey, how far did you make it in the 100 on Sunday, yesterday?
I made it to question 16. Not far enough, but yeah, I've had a lot of HQ wins this year. I can't complain. Lots of wins. Hit, do you have any wins under your belt yet?
Negative.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand you, Hit.
You have to play the game to win.
No. You played the game, though.
Not really.
Alright.
You know how many times I get out in question 1 because I open the app and put it down and do something else?
See, that's why you gotta be.
That's also one of the reasons why I find I don't like about HQ. Like, it just takes so long to start up. Like that. Like, look at all this. Like, just fucking like question 1. Here we go. Like,
I know, but gives us time to talk. Yeah, you don't have the volume.
I kind of
right?
wish they would start a little bit earlier. What's that?
You got the volume like about halfway or so.
I have it at half, so
all right, so we'll see how that works.
I normally put it at half, so.
I got a question. Is next week, can we put it to where we're not in the Forza, we're actually the talk show?
What?
Well, I feel like we're gonna lose people if we're not in Forza.
Okay.
I just don't think anyone that wants to watch a podcast is gonna join us.
Yeah. I think it helps keep people. But we could
maybe we should do some while we talk, play some Sea of Thieves, or I don't know.
We could do market research. We could set next week. We'll set it to talk shows and see how many we lose.
What are we at right now?
This week though, it was
we got
only
15
about
viewers right now.
15, okay.
I was sad I didn't win the car, but both my daughter Caroline and I both won that night, as well as Tiff and Dill. Like, the last question was like, it was right out of my wheelhouse. It was a Grateful Dead question. Like, how can you go wrong?
I like the format you'd put on there.
What format?
Our names. That's nice. I like that.
Oh yeah, the guy in chat.
That was because the guy was confused.
And I'm like, I actually kind of wanted to do that earlier, or I was thinking about it, like
Except
how
for
I would do it.
We not have the text over Selden's face.
Well, that's just how it starts off. Like
we'll
that,
do it
right?
pre-show.
Like I have no choice on that.
Yeah, when you add text, it's giant.
Yeah, you just have to play around with it
Yep.
on the fly.
That guy started off being a dick, but then he just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, that's how everybody that comes and views a stream is. They all start as dicks.
Do you remember when the guy came into the Sea of Thieves stream on Friday? He was like, "This isn't Forza."
Oh, because it was co-streaming? Nice.
I'm like, well,
You couldn't even wake up long
technically-
enough to change us over.
You know what? As long as the game title says Forza,
Yeah, like it did.
they're still getting the credit for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
What?
That they're still getting credit for it, even if it just says Forza.
Yeah, it's all based off of what you said the game title as.
Because the Forza
You couldn't do this on Twitch.
No.
You couldn't do this on Twitch.
They got some other good integrations going on right now at Twitch. I mean, how chat can interact with the game, do things.
Mixer has those.
Yeah, I saw Goliathan today. He was playing like a custom ROM of Legend of Zelda,
Oh.
and his audience was influencing what was happening to his character.
Sicilian, yeah.
Yeah.
He was playing it, and they were like messing with him the whole
Yeah,
time.
they were messing
literally,
with
they
him.
would put their
Throwing
bits in
chickens
there
at
to
him.
kill him, and they would just insta kill him.
Yeah.
Like,
It's about some HQ.
it was
Actually
funny.
kind of funny.
I mean, all the time.
Nice.
Morning, day, night, afternoon. Quiz.
Alright.
Quiz. How many quizzes is that?
We have made it to fucking HQ.
Ken Jennings, mother forgetter. And it's like,
Actually, it's only 9:01. This is a pretty good start.
he's quizzing Thomas. Now she's getting this.
He's going to talk for the next 15 minutes.
He's feeling like a winner, baby. And
Scotty
you
Rogowski,
is
fellow
there
fish fan.
on HQ. Happy Movie Monday, everybody. Let me take you to the movie shorty.
Yant, do you have your HQ open?
I am your host, Quiston Tarantino, Steven
I don't
Spielberg,
see you.
George H. Scott the Big Rogowski, live from Weird.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Saying, yo,
How are we
yo,
not
yo,
friends?
to Elijah K, Allison Zuckerman, Tori, good luck.
What kind of phone is that, Yant?
And happy birthday to Grandma Amanda and
Just the
Caroline
X,
Kowski,
iPhone X.
your early
Oh,
birthday.
X, cool.
Also saying goodbye tonight.
How are we not friends? I don't know.
Stottlemyre, who passed away today.
Still on a 7.
Five-time World Series
You hear the
champion,
volume.
coach
I'm sorry
for
if
the
you
Yankees
can.
and Mets. Our thoughts
trying to
and
listen
prayers
to
with
it.
Mel.
No.
If anybody wants to add me as a friend,
I'm
it's
asking
Selden
12 questions you can
007.
use to answer
Nah, pass.
and win
You want to add me? It's Derek Nolan.
share of our grand prize, which is
Just like
$5
everything.
Buyers Club,
I'm on brand.
5,000 dancers in the dark,
Hits on brand with I6 Hitman.
my dad's collection of VHS
Selden's on.
with that cash.
Selden only has his one brand.
Titles and at least 3 copies of The Natural. I tell you every night about Extra Lives, and every night you don't listen, or maybe
Because no one wants to buy your extra lives. At $4 to win 40 cents, it doesn't make sense, Scotty Rogowski.
you could have played 5 days in a row, or referred a friend to get one for free. They can be used once per game. And not on a
$5.49. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's how much yours are? That's insane.
network of shows. I'm talking trivia, sports, and words.
HQ Words with Anna
I
Royceman.
kind of do like words.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to
sir,
question
yeah.
8 of words last night, but it was a too long one that I just didn't have enough time to type it
More
in.
popular than the egg. Hosted by Anna
But
Rose
words
Every
is
night
words
at
is good.
9:30 p.m. following shift, you solve words puzzle, you win cash. Get on it. And
What did
like
we
Yeah, that's
think
my
about
that should do it for the previews. Time now
Neil
for
Patrick
our
Harris?
presentation.
See, I skipped that because I don't know How I Met Your Mother. I don't watch that show. I don't have time for that. But I love NPH. I've met him like 20 times at airports, but him and Daniel Burka, his husband.
And let's get this show on the road. For
Oh,
Jim Round,
there we
round
go.
two now. Who directed
Go.
The Bling Ring? Sophia Coppola.
I don't know who is
Oh
it.
my gosh, this is like an insane first question.
To look to my little question.
I'm going Sophia Coppola.
Yeah.
In the footsteps of famous parents. This
I used a
one is found
50-50 on
successful
that.
with film and
I'm
Oh,
Virgin
man.
Suicides, Lost in Translation, Marie Antoinette, and The Bling
Whew.
Ring. Sophia
Who
Coppola.
got that wrong?
Oh, Selden got it out.
I'm out
Oh,
because I didn't
no.
get to press the button in time.
The
So.
The other two were fake people, Tony Montana and
10,000 thought it was fictional boxer Apollo Creed from Rocky movies.
somebody's got their volume
It
on.
was fictional cocaine kingpin Tony Montana from Scarface. Come on, those are fictional people here. We're talking Sophia Coppola.
Well, I'm here to just help you guys out the rest of the way.
Ah,
It's movie night, guys. Q2. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. It's
Back to the
what's going on.
Future.
Citizen Kane, Back to the Future. What Xanadu? My mind. Great Scott! If there's a lesson in this film, it's don't rip off.
Hey,
living
Blue, you
masterpieces.
there? You in chat?
But if you do, turn a DeLorean into a time machine and go back to the future.
we don't need
We don't
it.
need roads.
Whoa.
Best
This is
movie
epic.
ever.
Back
Yep.
to the future with Doc
BTTF,
Brown.
motherfuckers!
I don't know about the best movie ever, but it is a really good movie.
I like when they went to the Wild West.
No, that's the worst one, Selden.
Last night's surprise Sopranos theme night? Yeah,
Why do we have him on the podcast again?
No, we found our HQ100.
It reminds me of Red Dead, that's why.
$10,000. Well, this Thursday, we are actually doing a TV theme night. It's Grey's
Oh, I don't know Grey's Anatomy either.
Ooh, that'll be a skip for me.
Might be.
Hit, that's probably your show.
There will be many doctors. Pompeo.
I'll still play it though. Like, I don't understand what
song
the.
is performed in the film Bohemian Rhapsody. Come sail away.
We are the champions.
Yeah.
Again, just like the first question.
All you can do is know Queen.
No.
I like how you get the Mixer jersey on every Monday night now.
Oh, every time I stream on Mixer, I got the jersey.
Smash, it just won Golden Globes for best drama and best
I think it's got to be
All about branding.
stinky.
There-
Portrayed lead singer Freddie
Nah,
Mercury.
somebody in the
So it
corner
makes sense
there
that
on
he
the-
perform a Queen
hold
song. We are the champions.
Right above Derek's head. Right
Oh,
above-
nice. Yeah, there you go, Jan.
207,405.
Oh, there's something right above you. I think it's part of my screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
I do see that. Yeah. Yeah, that's your little dot in the corner where your thing is not there.
Which of these horror movies are blindfolds extremely
There we go.
important?
Bird Box.
Quiet Place.
Yeah, I love that movie.
One of the restaurants
I
around us
still
had a
haven't
bird
seen
box
it yet.
challenge.
But that's on my agenda for this week. Well, Tiff's gone because she'll never watch that.
Why?
I won't watch it
Have you
either.
seen Bird
Mm.
Box?
No desire.
It's the
Jerry?
answer.
Watch movies or TV shows.
You
No, I don't have any desire. to watch
Bird
that.
Save yourself.
The Bird
I'm
Box
gonna
film
save
as
myself.
the 25th day of
It
the
wasn't a
Bird Box
terrible
Challenge.
flick. The ending was just kind of like,
Hey,
Yeah,
no
the ending was
spoilers.
a little-
No
yeah.
spoilers for the chat or me.
For Q5. Which
blah. That's what it was. Blah. Tell me if you think it was blah.
The Bird or Dial M for Murder.
Quickly.
I'm going Dial M for murder, but I could be way wrong, and then we could be done.
Janet
Birds.
Lee, Tippi Hedren, who played the titular Marnie and got by the birds and the birds. But it was Grace Kelly who starred in 3
Dial M for murder.
before marrying Prince Rainier III. Rear Window, To Catch a Thief, and Dial M. for Murder.
Boom.
Find the prisoner, Margot Mary Wendis, guilty or not guilty.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Grace.
Woo.
Murder. Oh.
Savage question song. Sorry you got it wrong. It's a savage question song. It's a savage question song.
Hedren is Bird. She was not the Princess of Monaco. Princess Kelly. We have 92,000 in this game still. Dialing Q for Q6. Which of these is one of the acapella groups in Pitch Perfect?
The Treblemakers.
Chorosaurus Rex or the Basslines?
I'm sad that I said that so fast.
Why?
The all-female band.
Because it means I've watched the Pitch Perfect movies too many times. But
There are 3 other acapella groups at Bard and U alone.
Sad for
the
you, too.
mixed sex high notes and the BU harmonics, plus the all-male Treblemakers.
head right round like a record, baby.
Ben Platt there,
Yeah.
showing what he can do, strutting his stuff.
I like the Pitch Perfect movie, sorry.
193,414 Aka awesome. The rest of you, Aka, excuse me?
We all have our
Slapped.
things.
At Q6, we are past the halfway point at Q7 on Movie Monday.
Some of us is
1,000
squirting,
players.
and some of us
Bill
is
Gates was
Randy
for Q7.
Pitchford.
For which of these films was Meryl Streep not nominated for an Oscar? The Devil Wears Prada. It's complicated.
I'm going Devil Wears Prada, but I
Yeah,
have no
that's what I
idea.
was gonna say.
In it to win it.
It just seems like one that she wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Still got snubbed here by the Snobby Academy. We're
Oh, man.
notoriously stingy
Sorry.
when it comes to nominating
They
legends.
rescheduled the Tappan Zee demolition to tomorrow.
Including 2000
We were gonna hike it.
Oh.
Not that you can't
We're
do it.
all
I'm
out.
using it. I'm using it.
I'm
using
not, but I'll stay in to help
I'm
you.
using it.
Great
Just for the show.
61,009.
I'll help you hit.
Three. It ain't complicated for you, of course. It's
You still have a
complicated, better luck
50-50?
with the Golden
No, I'm
Globes.
out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't use
Musical and or
Mm.
comedy. Q8, the singer of which 90s song once portrayed God in a
Ironic. The latest Morissette.
You better know the Kevin Smith fucking question.
All right, I got you, bro. I got you, fam. I got you. It's Ironic by Alanis Morissette.
Kevin Smith, aka Silent Bob, who for his blasphemous masterpiece Dogma cast Alanis Morissette as the Almighty.
Why are we here?
Wow.
A silent role.
I got you.
but
Oh,
got
somebody's
you.
still in this with me.
Harlan is Cardinal Glick.
Oh, it's
Chris
Blue.
Rock. Great
My boy
cast.
Go
Blue.
Blue.
38,000.
You're my boy, Blue.
15 of you. It's like rain on your wedding day. No, it's like winning HQ, which you could possibly do tonight. You're inching ever closer.
Let's help Hit to his first win on stream.
Which of the actresses from the First Wives Club did not co-star in another film with Sarah?
Oh, I would go Goldie Hawn, but I have no idea. Hit.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
guessing.
I was gravitating to Goldie Hawn for some
Halloween
reason.
Classic Hocus Pocus. But Diane and Sarah also reunited on the big screen in the Christmas Cringe Fest the Family Stone. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You can't take Sly out of the Family Stone, and you can't cast Goldie Hawn along
Yeah.
with Mr. Parker again.
Oh,
There you
no,
go, Hit.
Blue. My boy Blue.
You can't recapture it.
Hit, I got you, fam.
144 staying golden.
Come on, Hit.
Like
Let's
Goldie
get you, bro.
or Q10. In which of these kids' films is there a villain named Juice? Blank check. Big
I have no idea, Hit. You're on your own.
The juice is loose.
Heavyweights.
O.J. Simpson is not starring this.
Just because you're like juiced up, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It's
Miguel
heavyweights.
Ferrer and James Rebhorn of Blessed
Why, are you cheating?
and Michael Lerner.
No.
Oh,
Looking
Play
it up?
Pokemon Go.
but
Oh.
it's Wild Thing Tone Lock, who plays
Tone
Judas,
Loc?
henchman to the evil Quigley. And Blank Check.
Oh.
It was okay to commit bank
You
fraud.
lied to me, Yant. We sang because of
Picked it.
you.
You already picked it.
Your
That's my
HQ
fault.
check tonight,
We
$5,000
sang 'cause of you.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm
You
more
can't defend
sad
that
that
with me.
Scott
I was
Rogowski
there.
called Tone Loc Tone Lock.
Q11, the penultimate question. Steven Soderbergh's Contagion reunited much of the cast from what film? Shakespeare in Love, The Talented Mr. Ripley.
The talented Mr.
Talented
Ripley.
Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, right?
She said
Yep.
I love Contagion.
What
Yep.
happened to her? What happened to her? It's the movie that capitalized on last
I think.
decade's bird
I
flu
mean, I hope
scare.
it's that.
It reunited Gwyneth as patient zero, Matt Damon as angry husband, and Jude Law as...
All right, I know we weren't going to talk about it during the show, but does the Orange Justice Orange Shirt Kid even have a stance to sue?
None of these guys do. You can't.
No,
Because
even
he-
the Carlton guy doesn't.
He submitted that dance as a contest into the game. I'm like, once you submit that, you're taking on the responsibility. It's you're giving it up.
Patent a dance. That's the thing we've learned about all these lawsuits.
Like with the Carlton guy, like he did it on a show. Like if anything, the rights belong to the show. Like
Yeah, exactly.
What is said right after E.T.
Yeah, but if he but he might have a little bit of stance because he has rights to that character. So that character did that dance. So
How are we doing this?
Uh,
Last night's quiz, remember?
how are we doing that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's how are we doing this, yeah.
It was E.T. Those kids
I don't
are
know,
going
it's pretty
super fast
far-fetched.
on
I don't
the
know
bus,
if
but not
anybody's gonna
nearly
get anything
fast
from
enough
this.
to outrun the po-po.
It's like the Lindsay
just-
Lohan that was suing.
Yeah, but
well,
she
what-
didn't she win?
And the
No,
dude
she
with the
lost.
headphones
No,
she-
gets the laugh.
Yeah.
For Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, she lost.
Oh, tell me when it's over.
Tell me when it's
Oh,
over and this
fuck.
quiz is over. Yeah,
And
I'm telling you
everybody
right
makes
now, it's
10
over.
cents.
4,000
Yippee!
are winners.
Hey, it's better than it was during the stupid season when none of us won anything. Like, as someone that had been a 5-time HQ winner before they started letting everybody in, like that was kind of annoying for me.
Never over till it's over. Well, it's definitely over.
Hit, you're still a 0-time HQ winner, huh?
4,261 of you.
One of these
Damn.
days, bro. One of these
Oh,
days.
yes.
Probably
Yes,
not.
congratulations. You got $1.17 or 18.
I don't care enough to win. I would like to win just for the show. But
Coin cookie.
I know. It was good that we won that one time on the show live, and they still fucked us, and they didn't retweet our shit or anything else. Like, who else has a stream of them winning the show live on the stream?
I know.
DJ Eggy?
I haven't seen it.
Sitting up,
Nope.
see, that's
I tried
I
to
see
find a-
shitty cam videos of like, over their shoulder, and they're like, and then the camera's all over the place. It's like, what the fuck is this?
All 4,000
We want a
I-
real
I-
stream with production value.
I tried to figure out a way to send you my phone stream. I was trying to use the Mixer Create app, but it's not FTL.
Etch it.
The
On
Mixer
the
Create,
phone?
I
Write
would-
it.
Like the Mixer app on the phone
Or you can tattoo it on your forehead.
to like send my
Oh.
video,
Trivia.
but it's got like a 19-second delay.
Jesus.
I know.
Echoing right now, by the way.
From Back to the Future.
What's that?
Your future is whatever you make it.
Somebody's echoing pretty badly.
Check, check.
Good night.
It's probably me. It's always me.
It's always Selden. With his disappearing headset, his brown and red face. Like, I don't understand why it's so fucked up.
What if I put the
Alright.
top behind me? That looks even worse.
Now you look like the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah.